Oh my gosh, what is going on, fam? We are starting our level 7 capital siege. A little bit of a delay. We were slightly worried because Fubar, our resident King Kong, we were supposed to be doing our siege at 20 UTC, of course. As usual, right? It's always good to plan for backups just in case things happen. Amazingly enough, we were still able to get a lot of our players to hang around and stay online, so now we are finally going hard after the Gong Man himself started the siege. Alright, we are getting things cracking. It should be pretty good. We got Bab, we got Fubar, we got a lot of our big people online right now. Just to give you a quick little showing after I do this next attack, which again, hoping the capital is going to go pretty quick, but we'll see. Just to give an idea, right? So we got Fubar 132, Bab. I don't know if Ulevin is nearby. I actually didn't see if his city was there. I'll have to look for it for the Fate one. But this is a level 7 capital siege here on S79. This is the second capital, and then we're hoping to take the third tomorrow to then start COR round 2. So you can see here, lineup is okay. It could have been a little bit better. And again, I'll show you guys once we do finish this, ideally how you want to try and set up for capital sieges for the buildings. And I'll show you what I'll do is I'll actually show you a screenshot from a map layout that we had someone draw up, and then I'll also show it to you by giving you an example for the city placements as well once the siege does finish, because there's actually two ways that you can go about setting up for capitals, but I think the latest way that we've been seeing a lot do it has just been a lot better. And keep in mind with capital sieges, right, you are usually spending a lot more, right, because again, the garrison power is 58,312, which means you really need to have, around a 59k march just to be able to take 1 point off of the garrison. So it is really important that you have enough people that are over that. Right. Thankfully, we have a few people already that are double that, again, along with Bab and the others. I don't know if anyone from... Oh, I see one from Fate. Okay, cool. Looks like... Oh, no, cool. Oh, Ule's here too. And Neff. I didn't even see them, even though it was like right in front of my screen. My bad. I love you guys. Huge shout out. Hugs and kisser poos. So we are almost here taking the wall down, which is actually not bad. We did this in about, 3.5 minutes, right? But now you have 9 garrisons at 25 each, right? So you're looking at, again, just with a 9, right? This is 100, right? You're looking at 225 garrisons that you're going to have to take down. Right, so Fubar, I think he just hit one. He hit for 4. Another hit for, I think Bab hit for 3. And then Ule, I think, hit for 3 as well right there. So again, good hits. Keep in mind, right, even the attack that we just did on it, right, even though we're not able to take down a full, and you can see that from here, from the battle report, we only killed 86, which is not a lot, right? We're almost half, or I guess about maybe 2 to 3/5 of where we need to be. It does help, right? And don't get me wrong, if you have enough small people that are doing those attacks, then you might be able to have 10 or 15 small people that are under, right? And each single attack they do might take away 1, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. But if you can over time maybe get 10 to 20 garrisons down, right, every little bit helps. At least how I like to think. But again, man, Fubar and Bab, Ule, Manef, a lot of our big guys here are just tearing away at these right now, right? And then, I don't know, Berserk, I have to see who else might be around. Man, it'd be awesome if there was an easier way to tell. But man, I can't wait to see these reports after the siege finishes. And, it's really... The interesting part, right, and this is one of the things I always talk about when you're sieging, is right when you're in between attacks, always heal, right? Which is kind of just like a general pro tip, and especially even when you're fighting battles, right? This is kind of similar, PvP tips as well, right? Anytime you're in between, make sure that you are healing at a certain point so you don't have to stall or delay when you're going around and doing attacks, right? And typically you do that when your march is out, and then you would do your healing, especially once you get that red indicator. Again, it also depends on how many troops you have. If you're full capacity, you'll have more time to adjust. If you're not, then you might have to do it just a little faster. With that, let me see. We're getting a little close now. Wow, so we almost have 3 garrisons down. We're at about 9 minutes, a little less than 9 minutes left right now. I actually think we're doing really good so far. I'm going to keep attacking this too, even though I'm probably not going to do diddly squat, but I'm really here more for moral support and to burn my 5k AP. So, again, right, and this is the thing I will say, right, a shout out really goes to the players that are above the garrison power, because, right, these players are really the ones that are doing a lot for you and your server, and especially when you have players, in my opinion, right, ones like a Fubar, like an Ulevin, like a Bab, and others as well. Special shout out to our boy Shikamaru, right? When you have stronger players, especially top players that are able to really set what I feel is a good precedent for the server as a whole by being willing to go out there and to assist and to help not only their own alliance, but go and help others, right? That's really the great and awesome thing. I can't tell you how excited I am to be a part of 79. I mean, these players have really just been going above and beyond. I mean, I remember there was one day where Fubar and Bab and me, even though I didn't do anything for the most part except help with the wall, what was more of, they just all went around and we grabbed like 4 or 5 cities in one day. Right, just helping other alliances grab them, a few for ourselves early on, and it was just an amazing sight to see. And I think that is really important, right, when you are in any server. Depending on how you play it, some servers might be a little bit more kind of free-for-all, where they just let their alliances cap the cities when they're strong enough, and it's kind of just, when you are strong enough to cap it, you can go for it. Other servers, like ours, may do it where we just help other alliances capture them, of course, once they have at least a good amount of players over the garrison, so they can at least do the last hits and also do a bulk of damage as well, right? That of course is the hope, that we're seeing, at least in our server. And, I think for the most part, it really just depends on how you want to play it out. I think when, you have a capital itself that you're looking to capture, right, they're always going to be a lot stronger than others. And that is really important to make sure that, there is that there's a good understanding on, one, who's going to take them first, who's going to go second, who's going to go third. And that's also because you want to try and play it into Chronicles, right? There's another big thing when you're taking capitals, is that you have an opportunity to try and spread out who gets some of those Chronicle rewards for the first level 7 capitals, right? And that's something we've actually done in 79, where we had blue go first, red went first to cap the first level 5 capital, so all of the Red Kingdom players got those rewards. And then we had blue, which was FSM, they capped the second or the first level 7 capital, so then they got the rewards all of the blue faction players got rewards. And then green will capture the first level 9 capital, and then all green players will get rewards. These are ways you can kind of spread the wealth out, distribute rewards evenly, and it allows, hopefully, for players to feel like they're more involved, because it isn't just one faction who's getting all the rewards for their players, but you're really kind of actively spreading out the wealth in that regard, right? So that's something that is really important to try and do if that's the goal that your server is going for, right? Again, not every server is going to play out the way that we are. Not every server is going to be as organized as, for example, like a 79 is, or even others, right? And look at that, man, DF with the dopest siege ever. Oh my gosh, this is the time where we have to give huge shout outs to the fam. As you can see, we got the 4 Sparta. Oh my gosh, GG's in all the chats. Oh man, that was awesome. Okay, now let's see here what the report looks like. First occupation rewards, we got 300. Oh, look at Bab giving Fubar a run for his money. But man, Fubar and Bab putting in work right now on the wall. Don't even want to see how low I'm probably not even ranked. Man, Groovy coming in a strong number 3. Geralt, the officers are showing out. Man, look, even Fang showed up. Oh, Keta, Hanma. Oh my god, Santo, Smog Puppy. Wow, man, just really putting in serious work there on the wall. Now, again, keep in mind, this only shows a report for the players in our alliance that captured it, right? I'm sure Ulevin, Manef, right, Snorlax, Kenstant, Stormy, right, other players, and I know there's too many here, right, Razor Worldwide, Nightingale, others that really assisted. So again, I cannot thank everyone enough, right? Just as much as when we showed up at the FSM siege, right? You can see how many alliances here are assisting and helping, right? Because it's not just about one alliance getting a capital. It's really about us all helping each other to one push Chronicles so we can try to have a minimal to no delay when the next contention or relics start, and really allowing for us to get to just a better overall position in the server as a whole, right? And I love seeing this kind of rainbow color of participation and showing up. Enough cannot be said for it, right? And as I've said multiple times, for many of you that watch my content, from my time in Rock and other Kingdom Builders, I'm on my 7th jump project now, organizing and managing and building. And I can't say how excited I really am to be a part of 79 and what we're building here. So again, GG's in the chat. Shout out to our top 10, especially our heavy hitters with Fubar and Bab. Right, they do so much for the server and helping out and really just being good role models for everyone by setting good precedents and good standards that we can all do. So again, not enough praise and thanks goes out from me to them. And that is it for me. Also, the last thing I was going to say, as I know I did mention it before, I'm going to show you guys how to do the setup here. I have to scroll up in my chats real quick, but I'm going to show you how you do the setup here for capitals, as this is going to be really important. So we'll go screen 1. So this is how you set up for capitals, right? So essentially, you just have to go in one direction, right? As long as you go down, right, and it starts from the corners. So let me give you the example when we go in game. The example would be, let's say I start here at the corner, right, and I go this way. And then I go down, and I go this way. Then, here's my next corner, right, corner here, I would go up. So if you go right, then you go up, and then I go the second row up, third row up, and then if I go over here to the top row, I do the same thing, right? I start at the corner, I would go left, second row, left, third row, left, and then the very last one that we would do, in this case, would be going down. So we start here at the corner, right? We go first row down, second row down, and then third row down. And that is how you maximize all the spots when you're lining up for a capital, right? And then you can kind of fill in accordingly once you get out to a certain point. So I hope that helps, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this level 7 capital siege. Oh man, it was awesome. I can't believe we capped it this fast compared to my other 2 servers that I was in. It always felt like we kind of got down to the last few minutes, but it was awesome to see. Until my next video, we will catch y'all later.